Hey, what's going on guys, it is Lasty here and welcome to episode number 2 of Romario's Return to Rio. Just want to say thank you so much for the response on the first episode guys. And if you guys are looking to buy any coins, then be sure to check out the fifashop.co.uk, use the code LA5TY to get yourselves a nice 5% discount. All the links are down below in the description guys. And if this video can do as well as the last one, it would be epic. Can we smash 2,000 likes on this video? That would be all down to you. So, let's get into our first game of this series, shall we? We come up against a very strong silver MLS squad. And when I saw this, I was like, oh shit. First game of the series. I've got terrible chemistry and a terrible team. This just it doesn't bode well, really, does it? And straight from the get-go, like, this guy was pressuring me. He was a pretty good player, I must admit, and I was struggling. My players felt very lethargic. Just, you know, their first touch was pretty awful. But Lestien does get through here, takes a shot, but the keeper does manage to save. Now, one question I've got for you guys is, when I'm showing you the games, do you want me to show you clips? Or do you want me to just show you goals? You know, do you want to see all the chances, or do you want to just see the goals, so that the episodes can be slightly shorter, snappier, you know, that sort of thing. So let me know down below in the comment section below, guys. This series is for you. But today I'm obviously going to show you some of the chances we had, and Romario there, excuse me, trying a bit of skill, and it just doesn't really work. So we go in at half-time, 0-0. He's had more possession, more shots, and I'm pretty much struggling in this game. But come the second half, we get quite lucky. Romario, lovely ball through. Paul Eiffel, and that is a blast from the past, gets through, and the one chance we really get, we take. And we do score it, which is pretty good. So that right there gets me 2k for a Romario assist, and also another 2k because someone other than Romario scored. So, straight away, even if we lose this match, we've gone and got ourselves 4,000 coins that we have to work with, which is pretty good. Unfortunately, only a couple of minutes after I actually did score, yeah, I'm afraid to say he gets the equaliser. I mean, there's a fair amount of aids to it. Like, I can't get my players anywhere near him. I try to tackle him. I manage to tackle him, but I can't get anyone there quick enough for him. And he does manage to just, you know, slice that one home into the back of the net. So that's unfortunate, but 1-1. And then, pretty much the last kick of the game, we lose. He scores, he wins 2-1, and I was pretty much gutted at that point, because I was like, first game, we really stuck it out against a very difficult opponent, to be fair, and it was just unlucky. So we try the KSI over the top thing, right, just to see if we can get anything. Now Romario gets himself through, takes a shot, but is a good save from the keeper. And we end ourselves getting a corner, but we do nothing with it. And the referee blows full time. So unfortunately, the first game of this series does result in a 2-1 loss. But nevertheless, we got an assist from Romario and also a goal from Eiffel. So that is going to net ourselves 4,000 coins, which is pretty good, as you can see there. There's the assist and there's the goal. So what I need to do is go ahead and pay myself, basically. So over from another account, I'm going to take tax into account. So that's where I buy this card here for 4,200 coins. So I will, you know, hopefully I will get the exact amount rather than lose out on tax, if you know what I mean. So we get ourselves 4,000 coins right there, and we're up to 4,900 coins. So we go back into the squad and we're like, oh, for Christ's sake. First game, we get 2 injuries. That is just horrible. One of them being Romario. So the first thing we do with our coinage is go out into the market and pick ourselves up just some injury cards. Excuse me. What is going on? We go and pick ourselves up some injury cards just so that we can eventually go into another game and actually use the players that we've currently got in the squad. So we just go ahead and apply them right there. Paul Eiffel had an upper body for 1 match, so I just needed a bronze card. But then Romario was actually out for 2 matches with a knee injury, so we just apply that just so we can actually use them rather than wasting time putting them on the bench, etc. So now that we've got a bit of coinage to work with, it's time to start adding some actual Brazilians to our team, starting to actually build some chemistry up. And the first thing I wanted was a gold goalkeeper. In our non-rare gold team, we're going to be going with Diego Cavalieri as our goalkeeper. And then the first centre-back we ended up going and purchasing was Juan Jesus, whatever you like to call him. But basically, I'm going to be buying these non-rare players, hopefully with a chemistry style on them. That's why they might seem like they're costing a bit more, but I'm going to try and buy them in the exact sort of chemistry style that I want to use them in. So then, this is what we ended up coming up with, and we've got ourselves Juan Jesus, we've got ourselves Diego Cavalieri, and I want for this first team to use the 4-1-2-1-2, the non-rare golds, but the chemistry was just way less, from the original squad that I was playing with. So until we get a bit more chemistry, we will be continuing on with this 4-3-3 squad. And we go straight into a second game, and I'm like, oh, for Christ's sake, what are you doing to me? And I come up against a full sort of Serie A Italian silver squad with a bloody inform as well. And I'm just like, what is going on with my luck? Where's the other starter teams that I should be coming up against? So the luck's not great, and unfortunately, right off the bat, I make a mistake there with my new centre-back, Juan Jesus, however you want to pronounce it, and he does go ahead and score in the 8th minute. And I was just, I don't know, I wasn't very happy. And again, we sort of make him another mistake, and it leads to a second goal. Only 16 minutes in, we're 2-0 down, and we've got an absolute mountain to climb. Now, you're thinking we're at the point where, this is where the video's going to perk up, we're going to come and score, and we do stick it in the back of the net, but the referee gives bloody foul or offside or something, and we don't end up scoring. Leicester end then with the ball in, we nearly head it in, Romario goes for some sort of acrobatic, but we just can't get the luck to stick the ball in the back of the net. And I had a right back playing somebody offside, he plays one through ball and he scores again. So we are almost way and truly out of this game in the 30th minute. But Romario, with a lovely bit of skill, a lovely Berber spin, he gets himself onto the score sheet, and he's scored his first goal of the series. What a lovely goal that was to start him off, and hopefully there will be far more of them to come throughout the series. But I just thought that was an incredible goal to score so straight off the bat. Just goes to show you the sort of things that he can do as long as I can get used to him and start playing well. But unfortunately, that's all the game had to offer. No point in me showing you the second half. Nothing else really happened. He sort of just held back and passed the ball around and stuff, and eventually we lose the game 3-1. So we're played 2, lost 2 right now, but we keep coming up against these opponents with full squads, and I'm a bit worried that we're going to keep continuing to do so until we get ourselves a better squad. But as you can see there, Romario did get 1 goal. So even though we lost, we come away with 4,000 coins because he did manage to score, which is awesome. So again, as you'll see here, I'm covering myself on tax, and I've bought a card from another account, and we get ourselves 4,000 coins. So that puts us up to about 7,500. So it's time to go out and buy another couple of players, try and add some more chemistry into this squad. And the striker I wanted with this team was Leandro Damião. Now, there's a reason for this. He may not be very pacey, but Romario is tiny, and I really need someone who is quite tall, someone who can head the ball to enable me to actually have sort of a good striking partnership there. So the second player we end up going out buying after this match is Manuel. So we're going to try and strengthen our defence, hopefully not concede too many goals in future. We put a bid on this Manuel, and as you can see after the transition, I did up my bid to 550 when somebody outbid me, and we managed to pick him up in a Sentinel chemistry style for 550 coins, which is pretty good. I was happy with that. And I didn't manage to get my chemistry style that I wanted for Damião because no one had one on the market. So we go ahead and pick up a Hunter card for 2,100 coins. Now that seems quite a lot of coinage, but hopefully it will help Damião with his pace and his shooting and stuff. So Romario then, as you can see, after a couple of games has got 1 goal, 1 assist. Not the greatest of starts, but he's got no service at the moment, so hopefully that will change in the near future. And this is the squad that we're currently rocking. As you can see, 55 chemistry. We have now moved over to that 4-1-2-1-2. Damião, Juan Jesus, and all of that in the background. So I just want to say, guys, if you have enjoyed, can you smash a like on the video? Do you want to see another episode really soon? If so, drop a like, leave a comment. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you next time. Peace.